Okay, I am up here in an area that's really high in mineralization. I've got the Deus 2 with two different coils, the new 5x10 HF coil and the 9-inch coil, and then I've got the Manticore with a 5x8 coil. So my interest is how the Deus 2 with this new coil compares to the Manticore on this highly mineralized soil. I'll show you on the Deus 2, it pegs the meter out. It's pretty mineralized ground, and then I've got some nuggets I'll show you. 5 different nuggets. They range in size from 0.011, little teeny thing that I found with the Manticore, all the way up to 0.24. And so we'll bury those in the ground. The 0.011 I'll leave on top of the ground. The other ones I'll bury. I'll go over depths and stuff like that. We'll go over both of the detectors. My whole thing is I bought that coil for gold, and I know some people are going to want to buy it for small gold too. So we're going to see how it compares to the Manticore. So let me go show you the nuggets. We'll go through the settings, and then we'll go over the targets and see how they react. Okay, here's the nuggets that I've got. I've got a 0.011, a 0.02, a 0.038, a 0.08, and then a 0.24. That's kind of like wire gold. That 0.08 is round, almost like birdshot. This one's kind of coarse. These other two are just really teeny. So, oops, one just blew away. I'll grab it. But we'll go over and bury them, and then we'll get on with the test. Okay, so the nuggets I've got here, I got the 0.01 on top of the ground. The 0.02 is going to be approximately 3/4 of an inch deep. The 0.038 is going to be the same. The 0.08 is going to be, what's that, maybe a couple inches. And then the 0.024 is also going to be, it's probably going to be closer to 2.5. Okay, got the Deus 2 fired up here. Hopefully the glare of the screen's not too bad. First thing I want to do is show you the mineralization meter on this ground. Fills it right up. I've already ground balanced. And then as far as settings go, we're going to run sensitivity up to 98. We're going to do frequency max. We're going to try all the different frequencies. Iron volume we got at 7. Reactivity I have 2 is for the ground I'm hunting here. Audio response, we're going to turn that up a little bit. Now we don't want to go too high because that is a filter that if you get too high you end up picking up the ground. And it kind of defeats the purpose of small gold, so we're going to leave that at 5. We may even have to take that down. Threshold, we can run that if we want. We'll run it up to 7 or 8. And then for our audio, we are going to run this at high square. And I think that is all that matters. So, okay, I had to turn around, get my back to the wind. Now, I have actually had to make some adjustments from what I originally did, because hunting with this, we got too many, we got knock sensitivity, we got just too much reaction to the ground. So I have found that I've got to go up to a reactivity of 3, and I've had to lower the auto response to 4. And lower the sensitivity to 97. So we're going to try this at the 88 kilohertz. So here's the 0.011. And not much of a response there. I don't know if you need to stop for that going. 0.02. I mean, I can't quite scrub the ground or I get interference, but I mean, you can see the grass moving. I'm right there. Nothing from that. Here's the 0.038. Occasional chirp, but really nothing from that. Here's the 0.08. We got nothing from that. Here's the 0.24. I mean, we got really nothing from that either. Now, if I go in and I lower the frequency, max frequency, we're going to see what that does. So we'll go back over the 0.01. A little bit better response there. 0.02. Still nothing. 0.038. Still in the occasional chirp. 0.08. Really nothing. 0.024. And then we go down and lower it again to 29 max kilohertz. Go over them again. Nothing. 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 And nothing. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw the other coil on, the 9-inch coil. Okay, I've got the 9-inch coil on, and so we're going to see how this goes. So we're in Goldfield, we got 40 max frequency, iron volume is the same. We're going to see if we can turn this down. I think we're going to have to keep it at 3. It's just too knock sensitive at 2.5 and lower, and 2 is even worse. Audio response, we'll leave it 4, threshold 8, disc off, sensitivity, we're just going to leave everything else the same. So we'll go back over these targets with the 9-inch coil. That is the 0.011, 0.02, 0.038, 0.08, and 0.24. Alright, I'm not sure how the glare on the screen is going to work out, but got the Manticore here, and let me go through settings. So sensitivity is at 22. I usually run that as high as I can without too much interference from the ground and whatnot. 22 seems to be working here. I'd say most of the time I'm down around 20, but it's okay working at 22 here. So volume, we'll turn that up to 22. We're in Goldfield. Noise cancel we didn't need to do. We ground balanced at 2. Our recovery speed is 4. We're leaving the ferrous limit stock. Our ferrous volume is turned up a little bit, and we're in the prospecting audio theme. And so I don't think anything else really matters. 0.01 sitting on top of the ground. Now you're going to notice probably both positive and negative numbers coming up. If I've got a soft positive number, I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to try to figure out if it's, you know, by boot scraping or whatever, if it's a piece of iron or if it's, you know, a nugget that's deeper. And in this mineralized ground, deeper the nugget, the more chance you got of it turning into an iron target. So that was the 0.01. Here's the 0.02. Definitely a little harder to get. Then we got the 0.038. That one's showing some positive numbers and negative. And we got the 0.08. And then we got the 0.24. Negative numbers, pretty loud. You know, I would almost think that that might be iron, so I don't know if I'd actually stop for that one, but it is giving a response. Okay, as you can see, so the 9-inch coil on the Deus 2 with its settings that only go up to 40 kilohertz don't fare well with those small nuggets at all. I would say the HF coil does slightly better, but it still doesn't compare to the Manticore. The Manticore's audio and alert to something in the ground is just way better, in my opinion, than the Deus 2 HF coil. I hope XP does some updates that fix that. But, you know, for now, I think I'm probably going to stick with the Manticore when I'm hunting for small gold. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.